Alright, what's up guys? Anthony here, Special Analysis. Welcome to the video. As promised, I would share with you each and every day my approach to the market, and I very specifically do this because I want you to decide if joining alongside me makes sense for your endeavor, right? A lot of traders are struggling. They're always kind of flip-flopping in and out of different strategies and following different people, trying to get an edge, when really what it comes down to is consistency, discipline, and experience, and that all comes from just time spent in front of a live chart, having an approach to the market that you can consistently apply. And that doesn't necessarily mean placing a trade every single day. So let me describe to you exactly how I read the market. This is light sweet crude oil. In another video, I will cover how I called the bottoms of the NASDAQ and the S&P as well. But let's just talk about the trades that I personally took. Okay, actually just one trade, and I'll tell you exactly where, why I took that trade. So crude here, just kind of backing out the screen so you could see we were in this kind of really sloppy uptrend. We put this super high wick in up here and this low wick down here. So I was really kind of interested in getting away from that price action to see how things kind of panned out. So we really made a pretty clean rotation up here on the top. You can see we had a bunch of buying absorption come in, and really when I saw these two candles, the 810 and the 815, kind of led me to believe that things were going to kind of dip over, and that's ultimately what did kind of happen. Price takes a pretty good steep pull to the downside, comes back up here. We start violating these prior buying absorption levels. We had really nice absorption at the VWAP, but it did violate these prior two, so it was a little bit concerning. But listen, I wasn't in a rush, right? I'm not in a rush. I'm just waiting until something feels right, okay? Meaning that everything that I want to see comes together. And if it doesn't come together, I'm not going to place a trade, and I'm totally okay with that. All right? So when the market's erratically whipping around, I'm not very interested in placing a trade. Why? Because I don't want to lose money, right? Nobody hates losing money more than I do, okay? Now, I realize it's part of the process. I realize that the net profit and loss, your net profits are an equation of your profits and losses along the way. Do I take losses? Of course I do. Do I enjoy taking them? I do not. So, with that statement being made, I am very picky. Why? Because I'm willing to take less trades in order to suffer less losses. Why? Because I know that it has put me in the past in an emotional state that doesn't allow me to make the best choices. So I had to come to that conclusion, and I had to change the way I approach the market, right? So I had to say, all right, I know when I take a loss that it affects me mentally. It's taken me years to block out that effect. But I've also learned that if I just trade less, I will take less losses, right? So it prevents me from falling back into that mental state of that emotion that used to overcome me. Well, if I just take less trades, there's less chances of taking losses. My win rate is still very strong. When I do take a loss, it's so small it doesn't matter. But I'm not taking 4 or 5 trades a day. In fact, today I only took one single trade, and I'm going to show you exactly where I took it. So price comes in. Notice we make lower lows here. We start making a lower high here. But what I'm starting to look at is the absorption that's transpiring right here. Okay? I'm looking at the absorption transpiring right here. We make slightly higher buying and then slightly lower buying. That's key to me. All right? That means that the buying absorption is dropping. That means there's a good chance that we're running out of potential to go higher. So the buying absorption drops here, and then we have more buying absorption come in right here. Okay? Basically, right where the selling absorption was, we had buying absorption come in. We were making lower highs. We were making lower lows. There was a better than not chance that we were going to place a newly appointed lower low. Now, guys, I described this all in real time live while it's actually happening. Okay? So right here, I go, okay, I feel pretty confident that a newer low is going to be placed. Do we continue lower on the day? Maybe, maybe not. So I get short, right? And what am I doing? I am taking my profit into this low. I am taking more profits below this low. And then the last little piece, I had my stop in the profit, and I got stopped out on the way back up. That's it. Over. Right? 5, 10, 15. I was in the trade 20 minutes. Not even. 25 minutes as it started to rotate back against me. Notice price came back into this area. Buyers got absorbed one more time, sold off. Sellers got absorbed, right? I stopped tracking it because I didn't need to anymore. I took a low risk trade with a really strong probability of being right. I paid myself, I protected myself, I earned a day's pay, and then I stopped trading. Right? Most people will go, oh, but there's a wiggle here and a wiggle there and another wiggle there. Yeah, who cares? Tomorrow's another day. And to me, that is what's taken me from this state of anxiety and anxiousness and this, ambition to overtrade to just trading less. I've become a better trader when I come to the market, I sit, I wait, I watch, I observe, I start to put together a thesis of what's happening, of what may happen next. And now, with a very clear conscience, I can say, okay, I've put all these puzzle pieces together. Lower highs and lower lows tell me there's a better than not chance that we make a newly appointed lower low, and my buying absorption here is continuing to be under pressure, meaning price keeps pushing lower and the buyers keep getting absorbed. Price keeps pushing lower, the buyers keep getting absorbed. To me, that's a low risk setup that says, hey, there's a chance that we take a deep nosedive here, place that lower low, and if we go lower, great, and if we don't, who cares? Because I'm covering most of my position as I get into and just through the prior lows. And the little piece that I have left, whatever. If there's a runner, I just leave it running. If there's not a runner, I just take it off. I only leave a couple contracts. I don't care. Some days, price never looks back and keeps running. So for me, those are days that I get an extra couple $1,000 that I don't ever have to, those days that it does transpire, I feel like that covers any losses that I incur during each week, each month, each quarter, things like that. Okay? So I always do leave a couple contracts just in case the market keeps going. Sometimes it does. More often than not, it doesn't. And I just get stopped out. And I'm done. Done for the day, right? This was over with before 11 o'clock. Done. Finished. Now I can move on with my life. I'm not going to sit here and keep watching the market, every little wiggle. I don't need to. I don't need to, because I was able to understand where the buyers got absorbed. The buyers got absorbed lower. All I wanted to do was just get short, take the ride. That's it. Done. Problem is, traders look at the market as entertainment. It's not entertainment. It's a means of an income. Listen, I've taken just a few trades this week. I think this is the third trade I've placed. I've been profitable on all of them. Okay? I may not even place a trade tomorrow. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'll see what tomorrow brings. But I feel very comfortable going into the weekend right where I'm at. And that's where you want to be, guys. Like, it's not something you need to force every single day. You just need to come in with your plan, be consistent, be disciplined. Where your analysis is proven wrong is right where your stop loss goes. If you get stopped out, you wait for another setup. It's that simple. Unfortunately, most people come to the market and they just they think that they have to keep placing trade after trade after trade after trade. And all you're doing is providing liquidity for other people to take your money. Shift the mindset into, I'm going to focus on the process, not the profits. And you'll be amazed how just being so process driven will take you from placing too many trades to only placing the trades that give you that warm, fuzzy feeling. So I'll leave you guys with that. If you enjoyed this content, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more content like this. If you'd like to learn more about trading with me so that you can gain experience alongside me, there's some links below. God bless, guys, and I will see you in the next video.